Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. At the 45, on its way. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it's a long gain on the jet sweep. How good is he in the open field, guys? Making guys miss. He's allowing his blocks to set up and then getting upfield.
To the air. It's Kessler. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action. On the run, still looking. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And these are my favorite type of running backs. Guys that run angry, that break tackles. Even when nothing's there, Jesse, they're still going to get me positive yards. Give me that guy all day long.
And these were my favorite types of defenses to play against. Ones that don't tackle well and don't use the proper fundamentals. Obviously, I was never the guy carrying the football myself, but hey, we're going to...
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. He's got 42 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll leave it with the lone back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's right on target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Coates. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the...
It's 27.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Kessler. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, no!
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverage, because, right, like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Coates. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's got 43 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Keeps the legs moving. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. To the air, it's Vincent. Release to the back. It's on target and complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Motion from the offense. On the run, it's Coates. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, But there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Eastern Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They're testing the right side here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas, 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great team defense on that run through. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Kessler. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Pocket starts to collapse. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He now has 56 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Okay. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. 3:25. On the move, it's Coates. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Back to throw, it's Vincent. He's got it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coates. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Getting some heat. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
The ability to have the timing and understanding of know when to take off. A lot of QBs, you can see them get happy feet in the pocket. Some of them see an opening right away, and they go get it. Great job by the quarterback.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Finds his tight end. Oh, what a move! Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pick up, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Open space at the 25. Flying down the right side. At the 30. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles!
The offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 6 over the Royals. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Handoff from the gun. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They're going to ride this running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the D-ends really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that time.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Looking for a man. It's Vincent trying to get to him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup, and found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we've got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
That is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs managed. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Scanning the field, it's Kessler. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Second down now after the sack.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
This is a third and long.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Wide open downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to pass, it's Vincent. Got his man in the middle. Still running at the 40. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Longhorns are on the move.
Here we go.
Off play action on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Well, they tried to play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield, so the offensive line has got to be able...
And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man down the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. He's going to pass on second down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Not a lot the defense could do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Unloads to the right. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, no! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Astronauts. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Feeling some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got his man quickly. Spins away from Watt. Running toward the tape. The 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
29 Philly.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Going up top on 1st down. He's got his man. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And the pummeling has started. lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here come the horns. They got it again on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Got his man downfield. Oh, look out! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spiders.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The hand to the running back. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To throw, it's Vincent. Gets open down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Snags it over the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw on second down. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Noles want to move quickly.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
He wants to throw it again. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Kessler. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida State. And the stomping has commenced.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Texas offense.
Come on, set.
The give on the inside. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He makes the connection. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
On the move at the 30. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They're trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. And that pass intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Still looking. And And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught downfield. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And he had the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 24 over the Pandas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At the 40, there he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The back goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Vincent. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. The Longhorns get the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense set for a first down play. Hand off from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open.
Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget. Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they'll knock him down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. The 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He wants to throw it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Runs through a tackle. Got enough for the first down. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much